Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today, I'm going to be talking about whether or not we will see the AQ war effort happen here in Season of Discovery. And while it is probably one of the most exciting, notable events, and one of the best sort of first world events that we've ever experienced in Classic WoW, going for the third time in 5 years, it feels a little weird. So I'm going to be sharing my hypothesis and show you exactly why I think that it will not happen here on SoD, or it will be at a significantly reduced effect. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I am here in Silithus, more specifically Cenarion Hold, and there are a few indicators here that suggest we will not have to do the war effort event here in Season of Discovery. Now, right here, this guy, Windcaller Caldron, has the field duty quest and the allegiance to the Cenarion Circle, and he says now that the war is in full swing, we've had no shortage of able-bodied combatants from the Horn Alliance. If only we could keep them off each other's throats. Field duty. So this is the quest to get your assignments and go, and as you can see, it is actually in the game. However, if you go to the post here at High Regional, you cannot start it or complete it. So you can't actually start doing your logistics, tactical, and combat assignments yet, and I believe this is not available until the war actually starts. Looking from my previous videos when I talked about this the first time almost 4 years ago in normal classic. So that's a huge indicator that the gates are actually already open. Then you can also see all these guys have quests. Now, as far as these quests go, these quests are directly from the raid and require a specific reputation in order to do it. So that is another reason why it makes me think that we might just simply see that the gates are just already open here on Season of Discovery, which could be very different but exciting. And it makes me wonder if they have other plans for the AQ event, because there is a 12-hour war that takes place from the moment the first person bangs the gong, and then also no one would have to actually go through the entire quest chain of banging the gong. It would be very interesting to see a sort of that unfold, and like AQ just launched and we're just ready to go. It'd be very interesting instead of having like weeks and weeks of build up. And you could also release it like at 10 weeks and then it takes us 2-3 weeks to open the gates. It could be more content and an effort that brings the community together and everybody playing. Now, before we go to the final part of this video, I want to switch it over here to show you the article from Season of Mastery. So when this launched in Season of Mastery, which is the season that came before SoD, it was a hard 1-year thing. Due to the faster release cadence of Season of Mastery, we've made some adjustments to the war effort. Half as many total resources as before are now required. Reduced time until auto-completion of war effort objectives begin. With this change, the gates of AQ will open on all realms within a month of the event being initiated. The Brood of Norzarmu reputation reward from the repeatable quest, the Hand of the Righteous, has been doubled. So that tells you that these are like that they, at the very least, because it's seasonal, will halve the amount of resources that we are going to be using for AQ. And now that is very interesting for the war and what it brings. Now, the next thing that I'm going to show you is to literally physically go down here to AQ and see if the gate is actually open. Because believe it or not, there is actually a physical gate that separates Silithus from AQ. And that being open would show us a big reveal in the sense of that AQ is probably just simply open if we can get through that barrier. So I am going to head all the way out there, and I will show you that when we get there. So I'll see you then. Voop. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we're at the Scarab Wall right now, and this is usually blocked. So this giant gate right here is usually blocked and you cannot go into it. And this is where the entire event happens. And as you can see, the gong is here, and this guy, this NPC is also here already. So very interesting to see all this happen. As you can see, the gong is banged by this little glowing orb here, and this guy is here as well. So these are two signs that are very, very revealing, and as you can see, we can go right through here and we can enter the AQ part. Normally that gate is blocked right there, and then we can go up to AQ 20, or we can go all the way up to AQ 40. So I was trying to invite someone in my guild to a group real quick to see if we can enter it. I doubt we can, but you never know until you try it. Am I right? So we'll go in and it'll probably say you either, okay, you cannot enter because the gates, okay. So it says you cannot enter unless the gates have been opened and you are level 50 plus and in a raid group. So it procs it up and says we can't enter, but we're not supposed to be back here. So like that right there implies that the gate is open for me. And it's very, very interesting to sort of see that unfold real quick. I was looking to get into a raid group to see if we can go in there, but it looks like all my guildies are busy right now. It's pretty early still. So we will go over to AQ 40 and see the same thing, but it's very cool to see us be able to be back here with the gates open right now. I didn't think that they were open. A few of you guys commented on a few of my speculation videos and Phase 6 videos saying that the gates were already open. So it's just really interesting to see us be able to go in here. And I highly doubt that we'd ever be able to actually enter it. But it would be very interesting to sort of see that happen. So I'm actually going to ask this dude to invite me real quick and see if he... see if the raid group works. So I just joined a random summoning group and we're gonna run in here and see what it says. Okay, so as you saw, so right there, because we're in a raid group, it says this instance is not available yet. So right there you see the raid is not available yet, but it did load in. So we didn't get the message that we got up top there saying that the war effort or a raid group. We just got that this instance is not available yet, and as you guys saw, for just a split second the AQ load screen loaded there. So that is me leaning towards the idea that we are not going to have a war effort. The gates are just simply going to be open. It could be something weird with the patch we're on, like we're on a future patch and they'll have to bring it backwards in time, but very interesting. And that's all the data that I have for the war effort, whether it's going to be open or not. And it'll be very interesting to see what happens with that, because right here is the scare ball, and normally there's a seal blocking this gate when it is not open. So very, very cool stuff. But anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Let me know what you think. If you think that we're going to get the war effort, if we're going to see a SOM reduce war effort, but testing out those raids, entering it solo, then joining a raid group, and then trying in that split second load screen tells me that we might actually just simply not have a war effort, which would be very, very interesting. But anyway, that's all for this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.